Well, this is me, overweight, unhealthy, and finally ready for change. I reached a point where I was exhausted physically, mentally, and emotionally, tired of how my body felt, tired of the constant headaches, tired of feeling like food was something I could never fully win against, despite spending my entire career in food service. A few years ago, I entered a deep period of depression. My marriage was under intense strain, marked by separation and uncertainty, and I felt completely disconnected from myself. Carrying weight only amplified those emotions. And I remember asking myself, is this really what my life has come to? Failed relationships, repeated separations, and a growing sense of defeat. Eventually, I realized something had to change. The first step was acknowledging I couldn't do this alone. So I made the decision to see a doctor and face the reality of my health. Then my blood work came back in, and the message was clear and sobering. I was at serious risk. Hearing that at 37 years old was not something I was prepared for, but it was the wake-up call I needed. And as soon as you can see in these images, most of the weight settled in my midsection. For years, I hid it physically and emotionally, trying to preserve confidence and show up as the person I believed I was supposed to be. But beneath that, I felt stuck. So this journey is deeply personal. It's not just about weight loss. It's about reclaiming my energy and my identity. It's about creating more margin in my life for my wife and my kids. And most importantly, it's about becoming present again for myself and for the people who matter most. I do want to make sure before we move forward that I emphasize the disclaimer you see on the screen, because this channel is more about my journey, and I want to document it because I want to have a reminder every single day why I don't want to go back to these images. So, I encourage you to read that disclaimer, and please note that this is not a channel about medical advice. This is just an honest opinion about my journey on Tirzepatide. Nobody prepared me for this part of Tirzepatide. It's not just about weight loss. Within days, things in my body changed in ways I wasn't expecting. Today, I want to talk about those 5 things with you. The first thing was appetite suppression. This isn't I'm trying not to eat. This is my brain just stopped asking for food. No cravings, no negotiating, no willpower battles. I'd look at food I normally love, and I'd feel nothing. And why does this matter? This isn't discipline. It's biology taking the wheel. Second thing I noticed was that I felt full way faster, almost shockingly fast. I take a few bites and suddenly feel like I just ate Thanksgiving dinner, an entire plate, but there was no bloating. I didn't feel sick, just done. It's the first time in my life my body told me when to stop and meant it. Portion control becomes automatic instead of forced. Number 3, the food noise quiet down immediately. Didn't realize how loud food was in my head until it went silent. No constant thinking about the next meal. No stress snacking. No reward eating after a long day. For the first time, food wasn't running my schedule. I was running my schedule, and Tirzepatide helped me get there. Number 4, I noticed this one today when I went out with a colleague and I ordered a beer that I would typically get a second or third glass, but I had a hard time finishing the first glass. The alcohol, the sugar just lost their appeal. And this one shocked me. Drinks I used to enjoy, didn't want them. I couldn't even finish the beer on the table today, and it was a small glass. Sweet stuff didn't hit the same. It's not willpower. It's like my dopamine got rewired literally overnight. This change alone can eliminate hundreds of calories without trying, because most of us don't know that the majority of our calories come from what we drink. And I'm not a water drinker. I drink a lot of things, and I try to stay within the sugar-free realm of it so that I don't absorb all those calories. But a lot of calories are found in what we consume with liquid. Number 5, the relationship with food changes because the scale will move, but the real win happens first. Food stops being emotional. Meals become functional. And for the first time, eating feels neutral. This is where sustainability actually starts. Tirzepatide didn't just make me eat less. It gave my brain relief And that's something no diet ever did. So if you're considering this journey, don't just watch the scale, but pay attention to what gets quieter inside. And if you got value out of today's video, I'd really, really appreciate if you hit that like button. Really helps position our video on the YouTube search for this topic on Tirzepatide. And, if you want to follow along for my journey, turn on notification bells so you can be alerted when I post a new video. I'm going to really try to grow this page and try to share my journey as much as possible, be as honest as possible. But please note that this is not in tune for, or you should not be using this for medical advice. Okay. Everyone should consult with their own doctor. And I am on this by my doctor. It's been prescribed to me. So I hope if you have any questions, you'll put them in the comments down below. But I'm here to support you, and I'm here to find a community around one common thing: finding better health and finding better ways to have a better relationship with food. I'll see you guys on the next video.